guys, it's Roxy Sims here, and today I'm doing a speed build. It is of a tiny cabin that is off the grid. So this cabin is completely self-sustainable. I put in a rain collection system. I made a generator, since there are a couple things that do require electricity. But I did choose to use mostly electricity-free items, such as lanterns instead of lights and a wash tub instead of a washing machine, for example. And I imagine this cabin is very old, and maybe it was an old hunting cabin or something like that, and that it was probably built with no electricity or plumbing to begin with. So I figured this couple that I made to live in this have retrofitted this cabin to meet all their off-the-grid needs. That's what I was going for. Oh, by the way, this build has no custom content, so you can download it as is off the gallery right now. I did toy with the idea of putting in something that looked like solar panels, and I did figure out a way to make the house look like it does have solar panels. But in the end, I decided not to put them in. I decided to make it look like make a generator instead. Mostly because I didn't feel like these people were solar panel kind of people. They didn't seem like that to me. They don't have really any electronics. Not that they hate technology, but they don't love it either, And I figure the kind of people who live in a cabin like this are very outdoorsy people who like to live in a very rustic way. And they seem like generator people to me, I guess. I do want to make a more modern, off-the-grid kind of house very soon. And that house will definitely have solar panels on the roof. I am putting an outdoor shower here. Again, because I feel like this cabin wasn't really set up to have a shower when it was built. And, this house is definitely not up to code, by the way. Look, these stairs, they don't even have any railings on them. But, these people, they don't care about no stinking code. They idealize the way things were done in the olden days. I don't think of them as being super eco-friendly or anything. They live like this because they don't like to rely on anyone or anything, and they like being, self-sustainable. Oh, I put in this toilet here. I chose that toilet because I feel like it really looks like a composting toilet to me. The composting toilets have those, they don't really have the tall backs on them, so I thought that one worked perfectly for a composting toilet. I totally think that I could live in this house. I've had practice living like this. When I was a kid, my family lived in a tiny camper for many years. It wasn't because we had a nomad lifestyle or that my parents were eco-friendly or anything like that. It was just because we were really poor. So, living tiny is not nearly as exciting when you're just poor and when you're doing it against your will. Yeah, so I'd have to walk to the campsite's bathroom, even if it was in the middle of the night. And that is super scary when you're a kid, to be walking around outside in the dark. I don't like doing that now when I'm an adult. Oh, it was such a hassle and scary. But I could totally live tiny again though, as long as I got to design the tiny house myself. And of course, if it had a working bathroom inside, that would be ideal. This cabin definitely isn't tiny in the way that we think of tiny houses today. The bedroom in it isn't that tiny. It's more of just a small, cozy cabin. Oh, do you see this towel right here? I was yelling at it the whole time I was trying to put it on, go to your home. But I finally got it on the shelf. Oh, and I don't know if you can hear what is going on here, but my stomach is growling so loudly, so I'm very sorry if you can hear it. I'm so hungry. I'm working through my lunch hour today, though. There's this bakery that's not too far from here, though, that, I could really go for right about now. Ooh, it's so good. They have this chicken and wild rice soup. Oh my gosh. I know that chicken and wild rice soup doesn't sound very exciting to some people, but this soup, wow, it's so creamy and flavorful. And they serve this incredible hot cocoa. Ooh, it's so super rich, and they put this huge homemade marshmallow in it that they use a kitchen torch on, so it's like nice and toasty. Ooh, I love that place. I gotta stop talking about food though. I'm torturing myself. Oh, you see, and I'm putting lanterns in right now. Like I said, I was trying to... lanterns and candles, trying to use less electricity. So, when there's a good restaurant around here, you have to hold on to that place for dear life. Good places to eat are so few and far between. If you're from a small town like me, yeah, I'm sure you could probably relate. Do you guys have that problem too? No good restaurants. Yet I'm still talking about food. I'm just hungry. Just ignore me, okay? Okay. I do want to talk about the generator that I make. Well, I should say that I attempt to make. Of course, generators don't come with the game, so I just had to improvise. And I just started scrolling through, looking for anything that looked electronic, and I picked out a few of the things that we got from the Get to Work pack, I believe, from the scientist career. And I also surprisingly used a laundry cart, you'll see how, in a couple of minutes. Anyways, I just googled some pictures of generators, and I put the things available to me together in such a way that it slightly resembles a generator, so yay! I did my best, y'all, so hopefully you can see what I was going for when we get there. And for the water collection system, I just used a downspout and a barrel. That'll collect all the rain. And I figured they could also, of course, get water from the stream they live next to for washing laundry and for watering the garden and such. Anything that doesn't need such pure water. I was testing out this build earlier. I think everything works, by the way. And I had my Sims use the outdoor shower. And I always forget that the Sims get like straight up naked before getting in. So here in a few, I make sure to put a little vegetation around the shower to hopefully give them a little privacy. So will the Sims get in trouble for being naked in public? I've always wondered about that, but I've never tested it. The Sims I make are always upstanding, law-abiding citizens, so I don't know, I'm like scared to try it. If it would ruin your life in real life. Oh, here's the water collection system. Just wanted to point out. Anyways, if it would ruin your life in real life, then I tend not to have my Sims do it. I don't know why. Like, it's not that serious, but for some reason I won't do it. So I just need to make a criminal someday who lives life on the wild side and with a life full of debauchery or something. And I'll have them test that out. Because I really have no idea. Are police even a thing in this game? I don't know. I don't do anything that would require a police officer, I guess. But I'm very interested in knowing. Seeing the fire pit in this, it makes me so excited for everything that's coming up soon. So what is it? It's the last day of April. So it's really getting into the late night bonfire time with grilling, and pretty soon it'll be swimming. I love summer. I love spring. I love every season, really. Like, every season that happens, I'm like, this is my favorite season. I think I just like change. Speaking of seasons, When are we getting our seasons? I cannot wait. I hope that the seasons expansion pack comes out this year. Fingers crossed. I'm really hoping for it. I believe so. I think that'll be the next one to come. And I'm really excited about it. Seasons is always one of the best packs. And I hope that the next one after that is going to be University. I loved University, but like I wonder when they do University, I guess if they do University, I wonder how they're going to go about it. Like if it's going to be structured like it was in Sims 3, I'm not sure, but I'm excited to find out either way. My husband also really wants for there to be, like, do you remember the car stuff pack whenever Sims 3 was out? My husband is a real car guy. He's worked on cars pretty much all his life. His job is car related. His dad used to own a shop. He really wants car stuff, and he really wants to be able to drive in The Sims. I had to break it to him though, because he doesn't follow up much on Sims news. But I unfortunately had to break it to him that I'm like, I'm sorry, honey, I don't think that's gonna happen, unfortunately for you. Sorry. Oh, hey, here's my generator coming up. I was basically just like science stuff and electricity stuff, and I just hobbled it all together. So hopefully it's alright. Hopefully you like it. Well, guys, my screenshots are coming up, so I'm gonna skedaddle. So, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll be talking to you soon. Alright, bye!